Okay, hi guys. Last part in my videos. Of all the things I made for Val, I know you saw a sneak peek of this on Skype, but cameras can't show everything. It just can't. It's just holding this in your arms. It's just like and it's my first Lacebook. That's also a part of why I have such problems parting with this. And even though I was thinking about all the time when I was making this, and I thought of colors and what she likes and everything, it's still like I want to just sleep with this baby. I want to rest my head on this when I go to bed at night and never leave it, have it close to me all the time. So, but I do know Val will cherish this, and she will cherish all the love and work and hard work I put into this, because this was a big job. I had finished the whole thing. I had hand sewed everything on it, except for I hadn't done the front. And then I did the front and figured out I put down everything upside down. So I had to take and this one I had glued the front in comparison to the inside, which was hand sewed. So I figured out, okay, it's gonna make a mess trying to get the glue off, but I can snip the threads off and restart the inside, which I did. And of course it took me ages, and I swore and I was frustrated, but actually I think it came out even better afterwards, so I'm happy with that. Now the pinkish laces, they are colored with avocado dye, like Canary, this is Scrapping Rooster showed us. And these bedding appliques here, that is in darker cream, Maggie gave me. So see Maggie, I used it all up. I really dipped into my hard vault here, and it's just so beautiful. That dress must have been stinking gorgeous. Okay, and then the image here is transferred on fabric, but it's a little bit harder than another kind of transfer paper, I think. So it's not paper, the transfer paper, or I don't know. So I'm not gonna use that kind anymore, but it's on fabric. And I made like a frame around the image, and all the images except for one in here is of Lina Cavalieri. The other one, which is Val's favorite, is also of a famous actress, but now I can't remember her name. But I think she actually was Swedish, if I'm not mistaken. I did a search on it ages ago, but I kind of forgot about it. And this flower here is from my shop, and it's the same flower as on the dress from here. So you see I dipped this one actually in rose hip tea, and that gave me this darker edging on it, and it kind of emphasized the punched out pattern in the fabric. In between the layered, I glued in pieces of the bedding appliques all the way down to the bottom, and then I finished up with one of the huge flower centers I have. So there you go. And the rose hip gave it that little edge that defined it, and that I do like. And I did dip this one too in the rose hip and gave it a little bit more subtle, a little bit more dirtier color, but I do like that. On the top here I just did like a bow with the seam binding. I did avocado dye and put a flower center on top. and I made everything like scroll inwards, like she's in a forest of lace sort of. And I really do like that image of her. It's all closed, and well, okay, she have had this already when she sees it. I can't give her instructions. There's two both. It's the bottom one you're opening there. Okay, and here's the book. Let's see now. The base is padded and hand sewed, like so, and then I sewed on the covering is partly hand sewed on and partly glued on, and the cover is like a runner doily. I also dyed this a little bit in the edges to make it even a little bit moldy looking. And here's Va's favorite picture, and this is the other actress. Is it her name Eva or something? This is not. It's annoying me. I can't remember. Okay, now who gave me all of this? Blings in here. That's hard to tell. I can't go back into all this my videos, but this one's from one of the sis, I believe, and I made avocado dyed this lace, and I think it had this Aurora Borealis glitter in it already, but when it actually looked, I'm not sure. I wasn't sure if I was liking it or not, if it was stylish or tacky, but when it got that Aurora pink, it just turned out so stinking cool. And then the flower center, of course. And you see, same lace here, but a little snippet of it, and with a little bit of a rhinestone center. This pearl trim here I used to edge the image is given to me by For You Marlene 1. We did a swap last May. The backing on this page is from a cushion, and it's we call it Thai silk, but I don't know. It looks like it though. And then since I redid everything, I did glue it. I didn't sew it back on because my patients were like, oh my gosh, this just didn't happen, you know. And it wasn't the same case as flipping the top part of the box. It was a humongous task. So it's glued down, but I don't use a lot of glue, so you can hardly see that. There's a big lace going on the back here, so did also color in just a little bit here on the doilies to give it, you know, the consistency of everything. Some white appliques, and there's a flower center I made. It's a proper rhinestone trim, but it's a doodad flower center in the middle. I like that. That came out kind of cool. So that's that page. Okay, next page. I have a backing of some vintage curtains I found in a thrift store. I edged the page with laces I got from Shelpa, which I absolutely love, and I used the same fabric as on the backing on this one to frame her to make them consistent, and I fluffed it up and tucked it in, and so it's a little bit fluffy, and I decorated around with the laces, wedding appliques I got from Maggie, and they are like throughout the whole thing here. Another flower with the same lace that's been avocado dyed, and so has this one, and a gorgeous rhinestone bling center, the chiffon buds, not chiffon, it's not chiffon, silk buds. And then I used one ruffled trim I had here, and I used this one here because it kind of framed everything. And I put in crown on her, and this is Lina Cavalieri, same one as in the front. And I tucked a heart down here, so you actually moving the page with that, and some seam binding. And on the inside here you can see my stitches a little bit, but you know what, it's just what made it handmade. Okay, next page, there's another heart, so it's doubled up so that you can't see any back of anything. So, and this one here have a continuous piece of lace on the both of the sides. I used some lace I've been given, lace fabric I've been given on the backing here. Lina Cavalieri image that looks like a postcard kind of. And this cute bow trim around. And here's a trim from my own store again that I avocado dyed. So it's like this avocado pinkish, cream and white as colors. Another one of those flower centers I made, and a button flower center, and a little bit of pearl spray I got from Trish. I love this rice bead pearl spray. It's like more elegant than the ordinary what do you call it, pearl sprays. And here I sewed on some extra pearls, and then I put a little doodad bow. Isn't it not a bow? Yes, it is a bow. You can see that. Yeah. So that's that page. Next page, you see the lace going over there, and here it's the image that's more cream. And I used I used a lot of things from a hoard vault in this one, like this bow here, more the seed bead, no, rice bead pearl sprays, same ruffled one around here. I used doily as a backing on this flower here, and this lace here is also on the other side, as I said. And I tea dyed this applique here, and I used the applique here as a frame around. This crochet here is from Natasha, and I tea dyed it. It was white, and I used the shapes of the appliques to the utmost of what you can. So here I got this flower, this spray going out from the flower, and here's a flower I've been given, which I've been hoarding for a while. And here, and did I glue them down, or did I sew these on? These are sewn on. Yeah, I suspected that because they didn't need to come off. So, but you know, I had a lot of, it was messy when I had to take everything off. So, and this piece here is a piece I got from Rosella. I ordered from her once, and it's very delicate and very old. It's not vintage, it's antique. You can see how old this is, and didn't need coloring either. So it's just a simple bow of that, and more of Maggie's wedding appliques. Yeah, so that's those 2 pages. So that's the middle pages, and I didn't make the book very big, but when you know you start layering everything, it's just goes like so. And here's next page, and again lace running on both sides, and here's a piece of that cushion because it had this, it's not quite applique, but it was sewn pattern on it, so I cut it out like applique and used it as leaves on this flower here. And another doily behind, and I've used this is from a mesh lace I dyed, so I just took the mesh off and used that. Okay, this is supposed to hang like this, a crystal from a chandelier, real deal. A few doodads here and there, and lace it was more pinkish, so these I actually bleached to get to the right tone and then colored up again, so took me a while. Seam binding on the bottom and more of those cute ribbons, Venice lace, and you see it's a double, going double here. And I love this image. It looks like a Greek goddess sitting there like that. And then last page, I used a piece of a curtain I found in a thrift store, and here's more from that cushion, and it actually looks like a heart peeping out. And photo of Lina again, and sprays with doodads, and from my hoard vault again, flower center from my shop. I need to get rid of all the glue strings. I seriously thought I had. They're multiplying like dust bunnies. So, and here I just layered doilies and more of those silk buds, and I like them so much. They're like just the right thing peeping out. A little seam binding bow again, and here's that roll, what do I call it? It's like perfect for flowers, and you can see it's just perfect for flowers. See, it goes so quickly to make a flower with this one. And then again avocado dyed, and there's a huge doily underneath here, a little bit more of the same one there from Natasha again that avocado dyed. And this piece here, my great grandmother crocheted once ages ago. And it was a big tablecloth, but it was so it was destroyed really, so I took off the fabric and kept the trim around it, and I absolutely love this. So this here is vintage, definitely very vintage. So more of the pearl sprays from Trisha and here as well, and a little bit of doodad flowers, and they go so nice with the appliques, giving, you can use them as a flower center or just a little detail. So that's the last page, and then you can see the backing, and you see they have a little bit of spots here, but I didn't mind that because it's supposed to be all vintage and old and a little bit tattered, so I really like that. And so you can see it from the side, very chunky monkey sort of, and here's the outside again. So it was a blast swapping with you. Conversation here and there, back and forth, and wishes and ideas, and just fun. and I can't wait to receive the swap from you. I know it's gonna be gorgeous, and I hope you like what I made you. I put all my love and creativity down into it, and there won't be any glue strings when you get it. I'm sure you know. I will hope so. No, so I'll go over everything. So I don't know what more to say. This is a treasure for me, and it's my first Lacebook, and I absolutely love making it, and now I can start making one for myself, and that's gonna be a blast too. But I think I need to go some thrift shopping in Florida first. So yeah, yes, I have problems parting with this. Okay guys, thank you so much for staying with me during this series of videos. It was many, I know, but I didn't want to do them all in one video because it would take like forever, and my Windows Movie Maker and computer would have been arguing definitely. So thank you so much for watching, and I see you all soon. Bye.